yeah, so I need to get out of the house. And yeah, so thanks again for watching. Use all your colors, enjoy them, and hope to see you next time. I tried to curl my hair today, but I had to put it out all the way. It became so wild and big. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm starting with doing the, just you know, pushing the hair to the side and putting some color on my brows and some gel. And I have this dark brown now, which is not very dark, you know. It's a little bit darker than the medium. Not a big deal, but it goes better with the hair and the color that I have now in my brows anyways. I just tinted my brows a few days ago to get rid of the whites, you know, because it's really annoying. And it's really hard to make anything stick to the whites. So, you know, even if you put a, you know, this one on, and you know, it doesn't want to get stuck to the white hair. It's like, they're stubborn. On my lips I have this, I think it's, yeah, it's 30 SPF, Blistex, like that. Very nice. I like Blistex lip products altogether. No, I'm not sponsored. Oh, I start to enjoy this too much. I think as a base I will use this violet cream eyeshadow number 730 from Shiseido. And it looks like that. Like a really pretty brownish, neutral kind of brownish violet. Yeah, it's really going with a lot of different colors, this one. So a good one. Okay, so I'm taking this violet brown, or plummy brown maybe. And just a flat brush like that, synthetic brush. Grabbing some of this color. And I really have to try and sit further away because all the time I get too close and it's, yeah. Well, it is what it is. I'm kind of blending it out the same way like this, just higher up to the crease a bit like that. Because it becomes really nice when you blend it out, I think. Like nothing dark, it really becomes more of a, I don't know, brownish color maybe. So it's a really, you can just have it like this, a liner and mascara. It's a really practical cream eyeshadow. And it is so smooth, those. Like the other day, I used the Smashbox cream eyeshadow. I didn't use them for the longest time because I really like these. And I have a few of them, so, you know, I've been using these. And it was drying so fast and getting like stuck on my lid, and that's it. I couldn't do anything with it. And these are so nice and creamy. Yeah, big difference, like for like wrinkly and eyes where you can't, you know, if you can't move it around, if it gets stuck there, and you know, it's really bad. And those are so smooth that I don't see my lid moving like around too much, and it's crazy. I should probably grab a little bit more, take it a bit under the eye. Maybe not anything big, but you know. I think I will use this palette from Guerlain. It's number 4. So I will take some of this and a fluffy brush again, of course. This one is really nice in the crease. It's like a taupey beige. Okay, so I'm taking this taupey beige in the crease here. Not so high up because there's some sheen in this. So I'm keeping it a little bit lower. Actually, it almost doesn't show, I think, on this cream eyeshadow. It hardly shows. That's kind of funny. Well, it is what it is. Anyway, they have a tendency when it starts to get hotter now here. I mean, it's not just warm, it's getting hot. To crease by themselves. So I almost always use them with something, but I might leave like some areas without eyeshadow, you know, because, yeah, because I really love the colors of them. So it's kind of a shame to cover them up completely. But you see, like now, it doesn't cover it up even, so it's kind of nice. It just gives a little bit of a powdery finish to it that it won't crease so easily. I'm taking a little bit here over the natural crease down here, where the problem is. even if I use the Dior primer, which is actually kind of drying on the lid, so maybe it's really good for summer. I don't remember how it was last summer. So the inner corner, taking the light one from here, and let's see if it's light enough, because it does have quite a lot of pink in it actually. I'm kind of, you know, letting it go in a bigger area. I started to do this, I said it a few times already. Okay, now we'll take the rosy color from here, like a rose color with some silver shimmer in it. I'm telling you the truth, or what? You don't even see the colors that I'm putting on because of this cream eyeshadow. Everything is like it's exactly this color. There's not a big difference from this side to this side. Okay, maybe that's really nice, because then you can still see the cream eyeshadow through actually. Because that's the way it looks. A little bit more pink, but not, you know, a big deal here. Yeah, it's a bit more pink, but it's really not a big difference. So maybe that's really neat. Yeah, why not? And then it also becomes a really day-friendly look for once. For everybody, I think. I'm taking this rosy color under eye as well. Maybe I should take this one a little bit smaller, of a smaller brush, because usually I just go with the same and then I clean. I will take this smaller brush with the rosy color, just here in the middle. Okay, I think now instead of using this, let's see what they look like, these two together. I'm taking this one, just a swatch, and the dark one from this palette. Okay, there's a big difference. So this one is much more shiny from Guerlain, and it's more brown. I'm grabbing this one because it's a little bit darker and less shimmery than the Guerlain. And a small brush like this for the outer corner as usual, you know. Yeah, it's definitely less shiny and shimmery, even though these baked shadows from Bourjois, they also have some sheen in them, but it's more like a sheen and not very noticeable. I don't think so, at least. So I'm going in here so I get it a little bit less pinky, like that. And I will take this dark color under eye, of course, like the usual way, you know what I'm doing. And what is too much I will just clean later. Because here I want to make sure that in this corner here that I have enough color because of the dip that there is and the wrinkles. So it kind of goes in and also wrinklish. So if I don't have dark color here, it looks really puffy over there. So that's what I'm like a bit overdoing it maybe, and then taking it down rather than not having enough over there. So I'm going a little bit rounder because maybe I want to keep it a bit bigger over there and, you know, a bit more out. Now, recently I got this one. It looks very tiny compared to this, but, you know, it's probably the same inside. Anyways, this one is from Bourjois, and it's, what is it called? It's number 13 Noir Violin, or Black Violin, let's say. Black Violin, so it's a black and violet, and very long-lasting felt tip eyeliner. So I'm gonna put this one on today with these colors. It's very nice because it's like the same family. Now, why I finally realized that these are actually really nice just for pushing the color into the lashes, like close to the lashes, because it's so liquidy. So it goes much easier than anything else, you know. Just to put it this way and push it in there. After I said it's easy to use this, I'm like, I didn't use those for a long time, and now I realize it goes inside the wrinkles, and you know, you have to lift it up and go and fix it, and then it became a bit too thick, I think, but never mind, it's there. It's there now. Okay, so I thought I would just try this one from Smashbox. It's a Violetta Always Sharp Kohl Liner, like that, in, you know, some kind of almost the same like the liquid liner. Yeah. Okay, so I have a tight line with this black, really black, waterproof, ultra black kohl liner from Bourjois Clubbing. Okay, now I think I will just curl lashes, mascara, and I don't know, for some reason, okay, I need something on my brow bone, but that's no, big deal. For some reason, I have something sparkly missing here on my lid. I have to think about that. Oh, now I know. Okay, so for a shine, I'm taking this Dior, kind of the same kind of color, but a sheeny, shiny kind of eyeshadow, like that. And I suppose those are easier to use with your fingers, but I really don't like, sticking my fingers into products. Sometimes I do because it just seems like that you don't have a choice. But I will still try and use this one this way. See if it will work. You know what I'm going to do? I'm trying to make it wet. I don't remember using it wet, but it's always a first time, right? I'm taking some of this mineral eyeshadow sealant just to try and make this one wet, because I don't think it gives enough of shine for me. I want some more shine. So I'm wetting this one, and who knows, it might become completely different now then. Let's try. Oh yeah, it's definitely better. And not too much. I don't think it's too much at all. Okay, so it did make a big difference actually to make it wet, and I like it much better that way. This sheeny kind of thing, and now I do have to clean a lot of fallout here. It starts to look really messy. And yeah, I think after this I will just do a little bit something on the brow bone to clean around, and I will probably just curl lashes, mascara, and start with the skin, I tend not to like it when it's too low down in the middle, because it makes my eyes really round instead of almond shape. Like too droopy in the middle is definitely not good. I forgot to add a little bit more of this Bourjois dark one, violet brown, in the outer corner, and it kind of goes now over this little tiny wing that I did with the. But I don't mind, because they never become perfect anyways with the wrinkles and stuff, so it's kind of better to make it a little bit not precise on an eye like this that has a lot of wrinkles and puffiness, because it really depends where your wrinkles fall if it will look good after, because sometimes they fall in a different place after you just finished, and then it looks completely screwed up. Sorry. Then it looks completely wrong. Yeah. So just a little side note here about making liners, especially with these kind of products that become stuck and you can't move them around, and they become precise, like they should be in a really smooth area. So when there's wrinkles and puffiness, it's not the best product to use. Maybe that's why I kind of just pushed it in the liner, in the lash line, and I did bring it out a bit. But now I put eyeshadow on it, so it will mush it together a bit, that it won't look so that it's supposed to be something precise when it's really not. I used the Revlon colors in 2 colors today, buff and sand, maybe fresh beige and buff. So those 2 colors, and it stays a little bit sticky, maybe a tiny bit, but I have to say it's one of the easier foundations to use when it's getting hot. But I do have to set it a bit if I want to use, of course, any powder on, otherwise it just becomes splotchy on me. I don't understand how people do that. It just doesn't work for me. I will just use this Boas powder. Maybe not too much. It's a little bit beigey. It's not the lightest powder, maybe. So, yeah. And, I will just use one of these brushes, so I can just push it in where I think I really should put it. And that will be here where it usually comes off pretty fast, and then I'm red, in this area. So I'm really pushing it in here a bit more, maybe. And then just going lightly, pretty lightly at least, here. In the forehead I used just this Shiseido Sun Powder by itself, because anyway it's under there, I'm not going to do anything over there. No powders, no bronzers, no anything. So I think that might be enough. I will just brush off excess if I have any. Okay, for highlighter today I'm using this really gorgeous Dior highlighter. And it's really kind of rosy light pink, but it's very like smooth on the skin. So I'm using it just with this small Smashbox brush. Yeah, so it is rather, yeah, I put too much. Intense, so to speak. Yeah, that was too much, too much. Damp sponge a bit, let's see. Push it in there. Yeah, maybe it helps a bit to make it less shimmery and more like a glow. Let's say glow I don't mind, but if it's too shimmery, it just looks bad. Well, since I did go over a bit already with a damp sponge, I will do it a little bit more. And then I will use this Smashbox cream blush. This is the berry one. The Malibu berry. Yeah. So I never use this one on the lips too, I think. Ooh. Use another finger to blend it. I'm taking this one. It looks dark and nice for this. Bourgeois Berry Much. Okay, so it's all berry. As long as there's berry in the name, let's use it. Yeah, I had to go out, so I don't know if this is enough color now. I suppose it's enough color. And thanks again for watching and stay well.